My name is Tim Palmer and I fly a Jodel DR 1050 out of a farm strip in East Anglia. It's difficult in a non-flying lockdown to keep the weekly content going, but I wanted to start off this one with a follow-up to the feature I did last week on Seething Airfield with the museum parking and turntable hangars.
Are you happy for Echo Hotel to land deep and roll out and me land on behind, or would you rather wait for you to vacate? Echo Hotel, if you land right, you could vacate left at Charlie to be clear, that would help. Okay, yeah, Echo Hotel, we'll go. If we're visiting the museum, is it possible to park at Charlie? Yes, you can park over near the windsock if you wish, that's the closest parking area for you. Thank you, then we'll come to see you in a little while. Yeah, if you pull into the Charlie hold and park on the right-hand side as you taxi down that towards the right-hand edge. Shall do. Echo Hotel. Go Juliet Bravo, final. Juliet Bravo, Roger, 1 ahead. Hotel clear. Roger, taxi down there, sort of fairly towards the end. That's a bit rough right at the end, so don't go right at the end, park on the right, wherever convenient. Okay, thanks a lot. See you in a little while. Mike Hotel, is it a line up 2-4? Mike Hotel should be one on final at the moment. Yeah, I'm on short finals now, go Juliet Bravo. I could tell if you want to line up, call you when he's clear. Mike Hotel, lining up for 2-4.
This aerial photo shows the home of the 448th Bomb Group Liberators as it was during the war, and this is the part of the base which remains. Looking closer, you can see aircraft lined up. I thought this map was very interesting, and I really can't imagine how busy the skies must have been.
So the Venetian shutters just rolled back rather than dropped down?
To the side, they look like Venetian blinds. You come back a bit and they just go up. And that's why they could put so many different things in. They could change the racks out in virtually no time at all.
Yeah. When
they drop dinghies out on boats.
Yeah.
So you've got resistance.
Go in and have a closer look.
Yeah.
All of the aircraft are on turntable. So it's turned round, so you can just simply wheel your machine out.
That is a great idea.
And they just...
How many did they get on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And I think next door is exactly the same. It's a real mixture in this hangar. And it's the same system.
Yeah, I like this. I should have brought my phone after all. Could have took some pictures.
Well, go back and collect it. That's got a little bit difficult to come up with a new vlog each week without flying. And I know that last week was limited really to a ground run. but I thought people might be interested in what I was doing, and also quoting some of the facts and figures that I needed to be aware of. I would like to say a big thank you to all of my subscribers, not just my new subscribers, but those that have been with me for some time and have stuck through these very, very awkward times. If you're wondering what I'm doing, one of the things that I have been doing throughout lockdown is trying to keep fit, keep active. I mean, doing the courses keeps you fairly active. But since my heart attack, in order to maintain my medical, I have to do a Bruce protocol once every 3 years. And what I have been doing is I've actually been doing one of those every single day, which means that I start off at 1.7 mile an hour on a gradient of 8%. After 3 minutes, that goes up to 2.5 with 12, a gradient of 12, 3.4 at 14. 3 minutes for each. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. And while I am doing this, I do tend to watch videos, and it was looking at the one that Ryan did when he flew with his wife into a strip where they were delivering a lawnmower to a village, and he then took us for a walk to their clinic.
81 on base. I'm turning at the tree. So far pretty good. Committed. All right, that was exciting. Lots of crosswind. All right, for the sake of all those guys, we're going to park down here because we're going to be on the ground for a little while. Anyways, guys, if you guys want to see the video here on the ground of these guys welcoming us, it looks like they're coming now with the lawnmower and whatnot.
Hey guys, this little hut behind us is the medical station that we're looking to put a solar system on. That way they have lights in case somebody gets hurt at night. They can stitch them up or whatever else, they'll have that. Also, we are getting a small fridge so that they can hold their vaccines and whatnot. So let's go ahead and walk in and take a look.
Now, a lot of people have said that they're quite interested in my background bits and pieces that I've covered more while I haven't been doing any flying, and I thought maybe I'd share with you some of the work I did with the British Council on connecting classrooms when my school was linked to a school in Ghana, in the Ashanti region around Kumasi. And one of the things that I got involved with was the fact that the village that we were linked with had a clinic. Well, they hadn't finished the clinic, and the local government said that they were happy to send nurses in and equip it, but it was up to the village themselves to finish the clinic. I took that idea back home, and as a school and as a community we raised money, which I was very, very pleased to be able to go over and spend on the clinic and in the classrooms. And you might like to see that. I'll just stop the video here for a minute. The staff at the school tended to live in Kumasi, but travel in by minibus to Adukrom, where they lived for the week. I made one of my first mistakes when I asked them what was the timetable for the minibuses. They all just looked at me blankly, and they said, well, it's obvious, the buses only go when they're full. I was a bit surprised, and I pointed out what we did here, and they were equally surprised, and they said, well, no, we go when it's full. I said, well, how long does that mean you have to wait? And they said, well, it could be 3 minutes, but it has been as long as 3 hours. And I thought, blimey. After school, the older children especially were expected to do at least 3 hours work. Here you've got some boys weaving traditional kente cloth. Don't quite know how they managed to do it, it's amazing. They couldn't work out why we had cleaners. As far as they were concerned, the children should be responsible for keeping the place tidy themselves. And this group were there before school, that was 7 o'clock in the morning, having walked 45 minutes to get there. And this little chap was so pleased to show me his slate board.
A general prefect of this school. On behalf of our teachers and my fellow students, we welcome you all from UK to Adukrom, and again we thank you so much for your advice.
What are they going to use this room for?
This room?
Yeah.
That's for dispensary.
Good.
Dispensary. And this is the store for the medicine.
And the next door room?
The next room is the emergency ward. That's emergency ward. And we have the wing at that end there. That's emergency ward.
Okay, you've got to show me the weighing then.
Okay.
Okay. And then you can be on television.
Okay.
Nana was chief of the village and he was very proud to show me around.
This is a hall for the wing.
So how often will the nurses do weighing?
With that, there's small babies.
And how many more pieces for the ceiling do you think we need?
I think it would be about 1, 2, 3. At least about 6 or 8 would be.
Okay.
If you count it's 8. Yes, 8.
I was extremely proud after my second visit when they started calling me White Chief. It was really nice to be able to help them do something constructive with the clinic and also to advise on classroom organisation. The village of 1,500 people have got just 2 standpipes to deliver all the fresh water that they want. On the surface they don't have much, and they really don't. But they are happy and healthy, and even more importantly, they are very content. Reminding myself that I am a usually positive, half-full type of a person, but this lockdown has been very long. Maybe now there's light at the end of the tunnel and we can start to make plans for the summer. Do you want me to? I put the camera down, took a run up and kicked the ball. It was a peach of a shot and it sailed into the air, hitting the corner of the goal, taking off the crossbar and knocking down the goalpost. Hey-ho. Sadly, Nana Samuel has passed away since I filmed this.